Alright everyone, welcome back to Play Live 2018 Distance Arcares. We are here to start this awesome Sonic block. And we're back with Supersonic.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back. Barely woke up about an hour ago, so I should be good and ready to go.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, you know it. But yeah, this will be the glitchless category for Sonic 1 because I'm not good at doing zips in this game. So we'll just play through the game normally, but as fast as possible. So, all right. So what's that?
I was gonna say you can start whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay, yeah. So let me just go ahead and reset once. Then I'll give you a countdown. In 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Sonic 1. Basically Sonic's start in the video game history, pretty much. Oh my gosh. That's a pretty great start for me, getting hit by one of those. I don't even know what the enemies are called offhand, because it's been so long since I actually played this fully and casually. I was supposed to pick up speed there, but I'm not sure what happened in the loop, so it's gonna be like a 29, which is pretty much okay. Basically this game is normally run on in-game time, but since this is RTA, we're just gonna have to like sit through the time bonuses. Chopper, thank you Shadowbee, that's what it was. I'm pretty sure it's called Chopper in Sonic 2 as well, or Sonic 1 as well, so we'll go with that. Yeah, so this is pretty much the side effects of literally being awake for an hour. Oh my gosh. There we go. I honestly thought I overslept for my run, so I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So, had a pretty shaky start to Green Hill so far. We're going to see if we can bounce back in Act 3. The wall is definitely strong today. Yep. Alright, normally you take the top route here, but I'm going to be taking the bottom route. Which is basically after grabbing this speed shoes here. And then what I want to do is not bonk into the wall, but I kind of want to keep speed shoes, so which I tried to like get the invincibility, but I failed to get that. I'm starting to slow down. Oh jeez. Oh, at least we defeated him. Motorbugs, choppers, and crab meats. Yeah. Yep, those are the enemy names for Sonic 1. Then you got caterpillars too. Just coming up in this zone. Alright, so pretty sloppy Green Hill. Usually Marble Zone, I like to call it D-Boost City, because there's like a lot of damage boosts in this like set of the stages. Usually you can make this cycle where this platform is at, but I was a little slow to getting there. But it shouldn't affect the rest of the level. Okay, just gonna go ahead and push this block into the switch here. And yes, I believe there's like a lot, like mainly reused enemies for like all the stages. So you're gonna see like a lot of repeats of them. So I'm gonna do a damage boost here to get through the lava. And there's another damage boost coming up, going up here. So I can just skip the slow lifting of the crusher. Alright, sub 1 minute, that's pretty good for, that's pretty much my average for this stage. Alright, so Act 2. Gonna go ahead and run through here. gonna take more damage boost in this stage as well, and kind of use the ceiling as pretty much a barrier for me to like drop down a little quicker. I jumped a little too early though. There's actually a visual cue with those pawn looking things. That way you can actually get through in one cycle for the spikes. Okay, I need to be careful here because the caterpillars got in my way, so I have to slow down a little bit. Okay, at least I made this one right here. So you kind of noticed that I was like walking up the hill a little bit and then I jumped. That's basically trying to gain a little bit of momentum there. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and not drop down and into the lava, but let's go up here. I don't think I'm gonna make this cycle. Nope. There was a way I could have made that cycle there, but a little bit of bonking gets in the way. Alright, so Marble 3. This one is a stage. There's gonna be a point where I have to like kind of wait it out a little bit and just ride the lava. Nothing too drastic, it's just probably for like a few seconds. This is the part that I was talking about. So I'm just gonna ride this block here. Pretty much makes sense that, you know, you have a block that's floating in lava. Like you would have imagined that it would just like burn down or something. Okay, so now after this set, lava's gonna shoot us up. So we get up here. I'm gonna grab this safety life here. Gonna deboost a little bit. Oh wow. I actually had like 0 practice in this game. But I'm trying to hang in there as best as I can. I was mostly practicing All Night Nippon, which is the more, like, I guess difficult game for me. I mean, Sonic 1 is also difficult as well. Especially if you're trying to do the glitch category with all the zips that you have to do in the game. But Glitchless, I actually find Glitchless a lot of fun too, because it feels like, you know, you're playing the whole game, and you can still beat it relatively fast, so. Okay, so we're moving on to Spring Yard Zone. These set of stages, I feel like, wow. I'm kind of glad I grabbed that extra life there in Marble 3. So I want to grab the speed shoes here so I can skip a vast section of this level right about here. So that basically skips a big chunk of the stage. There would have been like a set of like these up and down platforms, and I'm just running into everything. Let's just drop down here. Alright, 40 seconds, that's usually not a good time for me, but I normally average like 31 or 32 here. Alright, Spring Yard 2. Just gonna use the spring just to go a little fast and then just kind of stop where the bumper is. And I tried to avoid the spiky ball, but it's just in my way. And roll here. Whoa. He just mistimed that jump a little bit. And I jumped into the spiky ball again. I believe this game runs on a global timer. So like depends on, you know, how my pace is. Like sometimes I'll either meet a cycle or I won't. Oops. Alright, 45 seconds. Yeah, Final Flame, those spike balls are annoying. Especially in Act 3 that's coming up. I'm actually going to take this a little safely. Because a lot of times when I try to like roll into the monitor for the rings, I usually die after picking them up. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Just so I don't run into that spiky ball. Granted, I will miss this cycle here. But it's better than like taking a death at the spiky ball at fast speed. Yeah, those rolling dudes are really annoying. Like when I started running this game, I felt that, you know, Marble Zone, Spring Yard, and Labyrinth, they were like the toughest zones in the game. And then once it gets to like Starlight, it gets a little easier. And then Scrap Brain is like a toss-up pretty much. But like everything has its difficulty. So I'm gonna go in here and grab the speed shoes and the invincibility. Uh-oh. Caught a pixel there. Kind of stopped me in my tracks. Eh, oh, I thought I was dead. That was close. There's actually a way to one cycle Dr. Robotnik here. If you like get a really good jump off the floor, then you can get like a little more height. Yeah, the sub-pixels got me. Alright, so we're moving on to Labyrinth, which I believe is the most difficult set of stages. Because you have water. And of course, Sonic moves a lot slower in water. And he can't swim either, so he's like submerged. I usually scare a lot of people whenever I play Labyrinth Zone. Especially when it gets like close to drowning. Like you hear the music for it and it's like, you know, giving people heart attacks. Okay, so I basically just I made this platform appear by hitting that switch and then riding up the platform. This actually skips a huge chunk, so otherwise you would be traversing through the level in the water. So this skips a pretty big chunk here. Alright, so we got a 57 here, that's pretty decent. Oh, you didn't know about that platform? Labyrinth 2, I feel like Labyrinth 2 is slightly easier. Well, there's a chance where, yeah, if you try to go like bubbleless in the section. I know there's like in Act 3 you can go bubbleless, but I haven't really been consistent at it, so I won't be going for bubbleless. I'm gonna grab this invincibility. Yeah, exactly. I'll leave it to Tenebrae to do that. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a D-boost here. There we go, got him in the right direction. And we're good. That's one spot where I usually scare a lot of people. And I had the platforms magically line up for me so I could climb out faster. Act 3 is probably the most evil of all. This is where the bubbleless strat comes in, but yeah, I'm not even gonna go for that. Yeah, usually you take a D-boost on that spiky ball, and then it'll send Sonic straight down into the floor. Even if he's underwater, it doesn't actually count him in the water until he touches the floor. So that's why bubbleless is possible in this part. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get the bubble here. Let's see. Bubble dude, please. Okay, barely got it. The bubble dude was being a troll there. Oh gosh. It's almost as if he wanted me to drown there, because if I drowned, then it would have sent me back to the beginning of the level, and that would have been pretty disastrous. Alright, so I took that safety lamppost there, in case I die in the boss section. Now you could also do the piano roll strat, which is basically rolling your fingers across the A, B, and C buttons, which will pretty much make Sonic climb the, I guess, this mountain here a little faster. But my controller is actually not that great, so I can't do the piano roll strat really well. Go ahead and wait for these a little bit. So you kind of notice I'm not really hitting Dr. Robotnik here because it's not really necessary to do that. Because all you gotta do is just climb to the top here and then just hit the capsule and you're done. Now we're heading into my favorite set of stages, Starlight Zone. Act 1 is pretty straightforward. I usually average about 27 to 29 seconds here. So we'll see how this goes. Whoa, I almost got hit by that dude. Yeah, that's 27, so that's pretty good. So I was pretty much using those fans as an advantage to give me more speed. And then rolling at the right moment, so it could push me a lot faster that way. Thanks, Final Flame. Yeah, I haven't learned that yet. Alright, so I pretty much jumped there, so I could skip waiting on those egg bombers. Let's see, this one, I am going to take the lower route here. Oh, no. I thought I died. Sometimes I'll miss that seesaw and just fall to my death. So that was actually slightly slower for that little mishap, but that's okay. Oh, nice, Shadow Bee. Yeah, I gotta check it out. That would be pretty cool if I can do that too. Alright, Starlight 3. I'm actually not very good at this boss fight here. There's a way where you can get a quick kill in the seesaw boss. However, I'm just gonna pretty much fight him normally. Take this top route here. It's rolling away. I'm surprised that thing didn't crush me. I thought it was dead. It's been a lot of close calls in this game so far. I kind of wonder if there's even any way to like destroy that thing without getting hit. Okay, normally I would like to stay in the middle for this guy. There's actually a quicker way to do this, but it's usually with the timing of the spiky balls hitting the seesaw. So normally, like, when you see me jump like that, he'll actually drop a spiky ball. Because otherwise, if I'm just still standing on the seesaw and he's trying to drop one, he's not going to drop one. Because I believe there's a way you can actually like, get a little height by jumping off the correct pixel of the seesaw. But it hasn't been really consistent for me. Other than that, we are 5 zones down. We got 1 more to go. We got Scrap Brain coming up. The brain of Scrap. I just missed that cycle there. You can actually get a 1 cycle here and finish with like a 45 on the timer. But this will take a little slightly longer with these platforms here because they're running on a global timer. Drop down there. Gonna have to wait in this section too for those invisible platforms. Oh no, not that long. And this game can be a little laggy sometimes too. I'm gonna wait it out a little bit here. Usually I like to take a D-boost at that flamethrower, and then hoping that Sonic will get damage to the right, so that way I can just get through that part a little quicker. So waiting on that was just like 5 seconds slower, but this is still a pretty good time for Scrap Brain 1. Alright, so we got Scrap Brain 2 coming up. Yeah, there was actually a way to like jump off that first roller. Like if you jump off at the sweet spot, then you can get shot up pretty high. Oh jeez. There's gonna be like a lot of D-boost here, I think. I almost made it through that D-boost. You kind of noticed me like jumping underneath those smashers. That's basically to give me a little bit of more speed. Yo, got that box grab or the box hit. Just get that section. Just about to finish Scrap Brain 2 here. 101. That's pretty good for me. No pit of regret. Yeah, thank goodness. Alright, so now we're gonna see Robotnik trying to make fun of us. Now we get sent to Scrap Brain 3, which I thought for the longest time is like a missing labyrinth zone, but it's just a color palette difference. And this is like one of the shortest levels in the game, depending on how you see it. I'm gonna try to get this high bounce off that burrow guy. And we're in the final zone. So I'm gonna try to do a boss minip here, so I can get him in a set pattern for 1 cycle. So like once I hit Robotnik, I let go of everything. And then it should give... I didn't get the correct pattern. I think I may have held on a button a little longer. But there was a set pattern where I can actually get him in 1 cycle. So this might be a little longer, but that's fine. I should be able to still take him out. This one I'm just pretty much playing on the fly, just trying to see where he is. But with this, you can actually get like a 113 or a 114 in-game time against this boss fight. So this could probably be like a 121 if the rest of this goes pretty well. Ooh, I almost got hit. Give me a good spot here. Okay, get ready for time. Time. So that was a 122 IGT. So that was like 8 seconds slower than the usual. So.
All right, final time was a 24:08 RTA.
That's actually not bad, considering all the stuff that happened. But I'm pretty happy with that run. Thanks for the GGs, guys, and also thank you to Toko and Distant Star Cares for having me in this marathon. It's been a blast. It's been an honor playing All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. And Sonic 1 for you guys. And yeah, that's it for me.
Oh, you're very welcome. Glad to have you. All right, I went ahead and put a caster command in chat here, so if you guys want to go ahead and follow Supersonic, you are more than welcome to do so. And so what we're going to do, we're taking a quick intermission to go to our next game in the Sonic block, which is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog 2. What version is Final Flame going to play? That's up to you in just a few minutes. So we'll be right back with some more.